Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To set positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonde Oluchimi Japo. Savannah News TV. Gemileke, I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yeah, good afternoon from here. I'm sure it's evening in Nigeria because it's exactly 2 p.m. here, and I'm sure it's around 7 p.m. in Nigerian time. You are welcome to our usual normal program. This is a special edition, actually, because something serious is cooking in our political terrain in Nigeria. We are aware that a lot of people today are picking nomination forms to become the president, to vie for the president of Nigeria. Today is 9th of May, a Monday afternoon here from our Toronto, Canada studio. And I can see our viewers across the world from the North and South America, from UK, from France, from South Africa, Nigeria, Nairobi in Kenya. Thank you for all of you joining us this afternoon. Yes, from Brazil, Greece. I can see from Spain. You are all welcome on board for today's special edition of What is Cooking in Nigeria. First of all, we have to go on to the news making headline in Nigeria. And we now dabble into the punch of today, 9th of May 2022, a Monday of May. Presidential ambition. Court declines Emefele's request to restrain INEC and AGF. Emefele is the current CBN governor, and there are indications that he is interested in contesting for the presidency. And here we are, a serving CBN governor still in office, buying nomination form and whatever to contest. We want to know what is really going on. Should he have resigned from his exotic position before aspiring to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Also, in the Punch newspaper, Ayum mourns in Ziribe. You remember Association for Better Nigeria, ABN, that truncated the June 12th, one of the fairest elections ever had in Nigeria. The masterminder of that truncation of June 12th election, which will have produced Chief MKO Abiola as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The man behind the curtain is now late. I'm talking of Francis Arthur Nzeribe, the Maverick. They call him the Maverick. He died yesterday in his country home, and he's been mourned by the former SGF Ayum Pius Ayum. You get that full story in the Punch of today. Emefiele's involvement in politics illegal. We compromise CBN autonomy. That is coming from a senior advocate of Nigeria. Sylvia, you remember Sylvia, the Minister of State Petroleum? Ayade picks APC presidential funds. They are all paying 100 million in a country ravaged with hunger and poverty. They were paying 100 million as if it's just 100,000 naira to purchase presidential form. You can see where all our monies are. So far, I've lost count now how many billions have been raked in by APC and even PDP. How many billions they have raked in from the sales of nomination forms in a country ravaged with hunger and poverty. 2023, Saraki meets Obasanjo, says Nigeria is in delicate situation. Of course, Nigeria, we all know Nigeria is in delicate situation, if not already in it, because we know now that the north is no-go area, the southeast is no-go area. Killings everywhere. We are all aware of the horror video of horrific video trending, where two military personnel, a husband and wife, were butchered like ram. And we are aware again where the same unknown gunmen opened fire on some people in a joint discussing about the unknown gunmen wicked act. Unknown to them, the next table to them were unknown gunmen. And these people stood up from that table and opened fire in that joint and killed all the people discussing about them. So what are we talking about? Nigeria is already on the trend of collapse, total collapse. Female Canada-based professor declares for presidency. She declared if a Canada-based professor of education, Benedicta Egbo, has declared for the presidential seat, noting that she joined the race to correct the mess past leaders have plunged Nigeria into. You see that full story too on the Punch of today, May 9, 2022. Still on the Punch, IPOP sit at home, other grounds activities in Owerri. The same IPOP, Biafra, wherever, their sit at home order has ground activities in Owerri. They now control those axes of the eastern part of Nigeria. Lagos fraudsters withdraw 75,000 from POS operator, deposit sachet water. You get that full story in the Punch of today. Fuel queues resurface in Abuja, neighboring states. Nigeria loses 1.22 trillion to deficit oil productions. That is coming from a special report on the Nigerian economy. Still on the Punch. Senate President Lawan picks APC presidential form. The Senate President pick. We don't know the games they are playing. They are all picking forms. Everybody is picking forms. Everybody, senators in that same Senate, Senator Ajayi Borofe in that same Senate has picked form. A lot of senators have picked form. So what game are they playing? That is the question. We all know during and after the convention. On the foreign scene now, sport, Osaka pulled out of Italian opening with injury. Osaka, we remember her, that Maverick tennis player. Olise praises Iwobi after Leicester display. That is coming from Olise, who was once a handler of the Nigerian Super Eagles. From there now, we now move straight to the other paper again, The Guardian. From The Guardian, again, is still the Emefiele 2023 aspiration, rattle financial experts and lawyers. Why is he contesting as still being in office as current CBN governor? 2023 presidency, how Tinubu Amaechi Saraki orders woo delegates. ASU, anxiety as indefinite strike may begin today. This is coming from aviation fuel not selling at 700 naira per liter. That is coming from Moman. You know, there's been a speculation that aviation fuel is going for 700 naira per liter, and some airlines are threatening to stop flying due to high cost of aviation fuel. Alleged Malabo scam. EFCC official says defendant voluntarily gave statement. You get that story on the Guardian of today. Policeman in viral court song video risk dismissal, says force spokesman. Flying Eagles beat Ghana 2-0 in under-20 AFCON qualifying tournament. Kudos to them. And as I told you earlier, this is a special program, because our program is always in the morning in Nigeria. But here now we are doing it just in the almost night now in Nigeria. And our special this thing is on Stella Odua. You remember Stella Odua? Stella Odua was a minister under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And Stella Odua is now in the eye of the storm based on her credentials submitted, and some groups are asking that the woman Stella Adaize Odua should produce her NYC certificate. You remember the NYC certificate saga that threw away the former Minister of Finance. You see the same template happen now on the issue of Stella Odua, and the group are now asking PDP to order Stella Odua to produce her NYSC certificate, because she is contesting, and they were asked, and the concerned Anambra not People's Democratic Party stakeholders has asked the national chairman of the party to order the former Minister of Aviation, Stella Odua, to produce a National Youth Service Corps certificate or be disqualified from participating in the party's primary for Anambra North senatorial election. We can see that this is a very very serious issue, because our integrity is at stake here. The group, in a petition to the party's national chairman, Iyocha Ayu, said Odua should be disqualified for presenting doubtful documents and credentials, all of which were said to be in the custody of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the public domain. As a matter of fact, we in Savannah News Television, we have all the documents with us here, and we are following events, but we are not going to conclude or make our conclusion until we hear from the other side, before we now draw our conclusion worldwide and follow it up with all vigor, because Nigeria must sit and stand on uprightness. And we are calling on the INEC to do their own thorough investigation, as we too, Savannah News Television, as you all are aware, we are into investigative journalism. We bring you the news as it is fresh from its shell. And on this Stella Odua case, we will get across to the root of the matter. We'll get deep into the root of the matter to see what is really happening. But with this, we are still going to make our findings directly to the Stella Odua's camp as well, for us to draw our own conclusion. But as I told you, we have all the evidence with us, all what is needed, all submitted, we have it with us. Also, Odua should produce NY certificate, and even the primary school he attended, all were being showcased here. We remember, as I said earlier, Adeosun left her executive position as the Minister of Finance due to this issue, because you cannot be using another what's it called, um, um, another agency to cover to as a cover face for your abnormalities, because we learned that Stella Odua has an affidavit obtained in 2014. Odua disposed to an affidavit and obtained a police extract. Both documents were attached to the petition. I have it here, where she stated that she obtained a first school living certificate from St. John Oduakpo, Onitsha. However, upon inquiry of the Ministry of Basic Education, Anambra State in 2019, it was discovered from their response that Senator Odua was never among the pupils that sat for the First Living FSLC, that is a First Living School Certificate, in 1973 in the old Eastern Central State, of which the present Anambra State was part of. Thus, her claims of obtaining First School Living Certificate in 1973 are false and misleading. That is coming from the petitioners, and we have all the documents here. They attached, and the petitioners attached a certified true copy of list of pupils who sat for the exams in 1973. So even her first schooling certificate, her NYC is doubtful, but we just still assuming now. But we have it here, but we still want to get to the root of matter by getting to the camp of Stella Odua. If we want to build a good Nigeria, we have to start from you and I. You can't be presenting a fake document to lead the people. And if she has been doing that, or because she has been in the Senate, she has been a minister, which means she has been submitting fake documents to get all these offices, and it's a crime against the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we are still watching. We are making our investigations, as I told you earlier, and we will get to the root of the matter. Good evening from here. As I said earlier, it's just a short program for our viewers across the world to know what is really going on in the Nigerian public domain. As I said earlier, we don't know the game plans of APC, where every Dick and Harry today are paying a woofing sum of 100 million to buy nomination form, which they are not even sure of. Some of them know that they cannot even win their constituency, and they are going to buy a form of 100 million to win a whole nation, to win the votes of people, of a whole nation as big as Nigeria. What do you think is responsible for this? What is their game plan? Their game plan, I know they all have a game plan. We believe that most of them are being sponsored to buy form, and during the convention, most of them will now step down for one particular aspirant to prove that the aspirant is very, very popular. But we are not fools, and we are watching. This is even the high time that EFCC should go after all these people. Where are they getting 100 million from? 100 million, for goodness sake, is not 100,000. It's not 10 million. 100 million can create jobs that can employ more than 50 people. If all of them that purchase form today, if they have used that money to create jobs, even establishing a pure water factory, they will employ nothing less than 50, more than 100 people will get employed. If you don't know, 100 million can even build you a guest house of 50 rooms. Do you know how many people that will engage? A lot can be done with 100 million that will engage, that will take our youth out of the street. But our leaders are not looking at that. They're so selfish. Don't be surprised. Those people going to purchase 100 million naira form, their neighbors, just their neighbors, could not afford a cup of rice. Their neighbors could not afford a cup of gari. But here they are. They can throw 100 million, to the drain, I call it. Because if you cannot even win your constituency, you are going to contest for presidency. You just throw the money away. And that money does not belong to them. These are monies that belong to the people to the masses of Nigeria, being converted by some certain individuals for their own personal use. And these are the same individuals that will bring out stipends as low as 2,000 to followers, and the same masses, the same docile masses will follow them again to the secretariat where the man has used their own money to purchase form, singing praises, beating drums, putting on hair ties, putting on head caps to celebrate with them. So you are celebrating corporate thieves that have stolen your own sovereign wealth. What an irony. Good afternoon from here. I remain Ambassador Olujimi Adekale, Savannah News Television, Toronto, Canada.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused to deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Things a positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekonle Olujimi Japo. Savannah News TV. I'm a living witness. Keep watching Savannah. Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.